Alright, snake POV. Busted wheel still holding up. Back on the road. Man, you saw in the last video how messed up the wheel was. Let's see if it pops on this drive. And the sun's out, you know. I think perhaps I'm gonna get a great thumbnail while out driving, you know. You know what I mean? Good times. If only it was weather like this every day in Ireland. This is strange, you know. Not used to the sun. You know, in the office, sometimes you can call in sick. There should also be a function to call in for good weather. Sorry boss, can't come to the office today. It's too sunny and I want to do a hike or go fishing. Anyway, you know, HR is leaving early. So the snake also leaving early. Brought the pump with me today to office just to be able to refill the tire. And 4 more days until Timo delivery. We're gonna have brand new wheels. Changyao Fat Boy China tire. Oh, nice. Last 1,000 kilometers. But you know, road condition here horrible, and I've been doing a lot of braking when I just got this bike, you know. 30-year-old office snake. Haven't biked for a long time. Feels amazing, by the way, to be out on the road again. This is the highlight of my day. Going to office, back to office, especially on a sunny day, man. I wake up with a smile and just thinking about the commute instead of taking, you know, the bus when I'm stuck. And there's some guy smoking crack in the back seat. Dublin lifestyle. Or like in the episode when you saw I walked the cliff walk from Greystone to the Bray on the train ride there. Man, we saw this junkie who didn't look like he showered for a very long time. He keep walking back and forth all the time on the train. Very, very skinny. So me and flatmate, we tried to guess, you know, what type of drug he was on. Not easy. With a lot of drug use come the crime of bike theft. Very, very common here. So you know, I just put this one in the apartment. Lucky not stolen from office yet. We're far outside the city, you know. But this very, very common crime. This low-level crime, you know. The people are too stupid to measure the drugs. They do this too, you know, idiots. and also users. They do this, you know, they get a little extra money to buy more drugs. Not like Sweden, where Snake's from. There we have some proper criminals, you know. Like, I remember living in the Stockholm area, where I did a walkthrough, you know, like in Stockholm the suburb is bad and the inner city is the nice. I live in the bad area, and you would see these kids, you know, young ones. They would have a nice new shoe, they have the Rolex watch, they have the brand clothes, you know, very nice car. Women follow along. They had all the good stuff, you know. And these were the dealers, like just a low-level, entry-level job, making bank. There used to be a table in the toilet in the club there, close to a train station, you know. But they had to take it out because too much white powder on the table, if you know what snake means. So these people, they're making bank, and also top leaders, you know, on the crime network in Sweden, you know, it's very famous now, taking over all of Scandinavia very recently. They just go to Denmark and Norway, you know, and they just shoot the rival gangs. Just go, some young ones, you know, pop, pop, pop. Now they rule the market over there too. But you know, Sweden, man, some very heavy hitters there, some famous ones, you know. Like you can look on Kurdish Fox, like that guy, you know, down in Turkey. I'm not gonna say any other of the gang names over there, you know. The one we had in my hometown, it was skull of a dead goat. That was the sign, you know. I remember one guy who just come out of prison, and he has a big tattoo on his belly that he take off in the middle of the club, show everybody, you know. All women come up to him, man. And you know, very tempting, young man. You have some muscle, you look at that. I could be a good enforcer, you know, collect cash, do different chores. But just as the cash was about to run out for me, you know, I find a corporate job. So I became corporate snake instead. No life of crime for me, you know, but suburbs in Sweden, easy, man. Very, very little opportunity. Completely understand the people there that do this route. A lot of fame too, you know. We have these gangster rappers. They're all getting shot left and right. Oh, it's very interesting the way they get shot too, you know. So the way that the gangster rappers in Sweden get shot is that some beautiful women write to them, you know, like on the Instagram and WhatsApp, and they say, "Hey, Mr. Rapper, come out and meet me in this location," they say, you know, like a beautiful young woman. Oh, better start peddling, man. Screw those guys. Anyways, come meet me in this location, you know, these beautiful women. Of course, young man, you know, want to get it on. So he go out there. And then instead of a beautiful woman waiting, it's the rival gang. Usually they have like a Glock, something like this. You can see the videos online. They can't aim for shit, by the way. But you know, 18 shots in a parking garage and the guy is gone. So that's how they get them. or they get to somebody close to you, your friend, you know, they make you very, very comfortable right before you get shot, because they don't want you to resist. They want you to be relaxed all the way until the end. So very happy here in Ireland. They only have bike theft, and the drug use, you know, is very, very little violent crime compared to Sweden. Very little assaults, very little robberies. It's just crackheads being stupid, being racist, you know. You can hear them on the bus. And for some reason, mostly towards the Asians. I don't know why. I hear this many times, you know. I learn a lot of bad words in English. I can't say them on YouTube, you know. Gotta get the channel deleted. But I don't want to teach those words either, you know. I should have driven on the road. I need to do this more. I don't like, you know, because as I say, when I record, a lot of accidents, a lot of car crashes, you know. Maybe we get one here. This is a very common place, this roundabout. I've seen 2 crashes here, caught one on camera in an earlier video. But yeah, I need to drive on the road so I can go to this beautiful castle that's close by. Are we gonna see a crash? Oh. Oh. Nah. No crash. Not today, at least. But at least once a week, man, I see a car crash. I also remember that car that was totaled on the side of the road in another video. Man, that was nuts. That car was turned into scrap, man. And apparently the guy died too. Safety first, because cars, they are hard, and the snake, you know, he's soft, just normal snake. Anyways, now you know, if you're buying some illegal stuff in Norway or Denmark or Sweden, all Sweden gangs, man. So governments, they try to say, you know, take control. They try to do extra checks on the trains from Sweden and Denmark and stuff like this. But there's no use, man. It's and they're quick. And to be honest, you know, like the gangs in Denmark, they didn't have a chance. Like I've been in Denmark, I lived in Denmark. It's an extremely nice country. Like, very, very nice, you know. They have welfare, and they have like Ozempic is from Denmark, boosting, so they have a lot of money, man. A good life over there. And you compare that the people in the Sweden suburb, they have a PhD. You know, they are poor, hungry, and determined. And one life, it doesn't mean a lot when it's in the way of the goals. Damn, I just drove over something again. last time in Sweden, when I did the filming, I also walk a bit around in the old coats, you know, reminiscent. But I don't bring a camera then, man. Like, you can easily film like pusher streets in Christiania in Copenhagen, you know, the famous dealing streets, easy. Like some guy gonna run up to you and run his mouth a little bit. No worries, man. If you try that in Sweden, a whole gang gonna jump you if you do that in the no-go zones. You can see like a video on journalists visiting. They get chased out by kids. That was a long time ago. It hasn't gone any good direction since then, you know, I can tell you that. But then again, some area they get gentrify, you know, like for example, Sundbyberg used to live. They closed down the McDonald's, open fancy tapa restaurants. Some high-rise apartments. I know some shady stuff going on there. They're being demolished, and they're gonna build, you know, houses that are not for rent, but apartments that you buy. So, like the expensive area, you know, turning good. But then the bad areas, they just turning worse. Oh man, yeah. Love this road. Gotta go speedy. Ah, that's it. I wish that road was longer. It's gonna be it for this video, man. And pretty soon it's gonna be a trip to Spain for the snake. Gonna bring you guys along.